Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Well, it may have finally happened. Today might be the day. My big PC just blanked out just before I started. If I did not have this other one, the little PC, okay, my regular computer is the iMac. That's the desktop. Beautiful 27-inch screen, or as I like to say, the baby boomer friendly size screen, right? I could see stuff, most of it. And then I have this one, which is a 16-inch uh, MacBook Pro. And, is it's much faster. Um, it's smaller, of course. And most importantly, it works. It's still under warranty. But I like the other one because it's bigger. But it may have finally gone out. It just literally blanked out on me. If it wasn't for this other PC, or should I say, if it wasn't for your support, I would be stuck right now. So fortunately, we just move over to the other one, which is exactly what I did. And let's see, even the slides on this one, like, okay, you know how I always say, let me load my slides? Okay, watch and see how much faster it goes. I'm doing it right now. And, well, mm, okay, that's about the same. That's about the same. Of course, it might not be the PC, it may be the software that decides how long it takes. But anyway, most things happen. So, up there it is. I think this one is faster. Most things happen faster with this one. So thank goodness for this one. Uh oh, D Bernard, Miss D Bernard, thank you for 18 months membership and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Um well, as for my other computer, I'm just looking at it all. I just see the Apple on the screen and nothing else. I should just power it down completely and wait and see what happens. Oh my God, I love that computer. It's a 2016 model, so you know it's already old. Um, okay, I'm scrolling. Oh, Lydia, you were here first. Thank you so much for being here first. By the way, there's a poll on the community tab. It's a vote to see whether or not there was actually a phone call today. So feel free to participate in that poll. Since I get, you know what I just thought about? Since I'm using the other computer, you know what I'm about to do, don't you? You know what I'm about to do. What middle aged baby boomers have done for years now. I'm about to stretch across that bed. I can just take my computer into the bed with me. Oh, man. I tell you what, you better hope that other one works because I could see myself falling asleep in the middle of Royal Sussex one of these days. The only reason why that doesn't happen is because I'm in the other computer. Ouch, what is this? Something's digging into me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh gosh, this feels good. I can get used to this. I am laying across this bed like a big chocolate cupid. Oh, this is the life, you all. How come I haven't done this sooner? Sitting at the desk like a GD fool. Oh, I know, because I didn't want to pull a 27-inch computer into the bed. This is comfortable. I love it. Okay, now what was we talking about? Uh, Glasses or no glasses, I think they make me look smart, so I'm gonna put my glasses on. Oh, wow, this feels good. Right? A big chocolate cupid, bow and arrow, wings. Oh man. Yes. Oh my goodness. This feels good. How come I haven't been doing this before? Laying across the bed. Oh, and doing Royal Sussex. Oh my goodness. I left my drink over on the desk. Now I got to get back up. Oh, I feel like I'm in one of those Sealy Posturepedic mattress commercials. Feels so good it shows. Everybody knows it's a Sealy Posturepedic morning. Yeah. Oh. Hey, why do all mattresses start with the letter S? Why is that? You got Sealy, Serta, Simmons, Sears. Um, Let me see. What's another one? Sealy, Serta, Simmons, Sears. Um, is it Sleep Perfect or Sleep Comfort, something like that? Yeah, but it seems like most of the mattresses, bedding companies' mattresses, they start with the letter S, as in sleep, sleep perfect. Oh well, as you can see, I got way too much time on my hands. Oh, this feels good, you guys. This feels so good. Oh, I feel so relaxed. Oh, now all I need to do is put on some Teddy Pendergrass. Joanna Hong, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex direct from my bed. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. I love this. I should have done this sooner. Okay, so let's get on with it because I don't think we're going to be on so long tonight. Let me. Oh Lord, I didn't cut myself off. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So, has the Daily Telegraph lied again? Let me check the poll and see what you all have said on the poll. Speaking of the poll, maybe I'll get some exercise later. Not that I have a poll in my place, but oh man, I got jokes today, as you can see. Okay, so the poll says 6% of participants says yes, there was a phone call. 82% says no, which is down from 86, but 82% say no, there was no phone call. And 12% says maybe. Now, isn't there supposed to be some kind of way that I can move this over to the conversation? Or did I have to put it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess there's no way to do that, huh? Well, anyway, 82% says no, 6% says yes, and 12% says maybe. So, as you know, I made a video earlier and I took the wording directly from the Telegraph. But even with that, there leaves room for skepticism. Uh, Let me see. Did oh, Rohini, I am laid across the bed and it feels good. I don't know why I haven't done this before. Let me see. And I got a whole bunch of pillows and everything. This is nice. This is nice. Okay. Oh, the good life. Let me see here. Now, usually I wear my glasses with the other one, but this one I can actually take my glasses off. It's kind of weird, but I can do it. Oh, Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And where's Anastasia with her new powers? Oh, let me see. Hi, Teresa McDougal. Uh, do a live, huh, with the visuals. That would be fun. Kind of disturbing, but fun. There we go. Anastasia with her new powers to speed up and slow down the conversation. Okay. All right. So let's get on with it then. Yes, Leslie F is back. Very good. Welcome back, Leslie F. I did fix it yesterday, so you should be fine now. And hello, Anna Espinoza. All right, very good. All right, thank you very much, Lydia. Leslie F. Thank you. Happy to be back. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. All right. So, as we know, the tabloid media, they have lied before. They are likely to lie again. Although I have to say that in the wake of what was already an incredibly embarrassing slapdown to the Clarence House. Okay, so the Clarence House said, let me see, what was that they said? Oh, about the invitation to King Charles III's birthday party. And then, of course, through the messenger news, there was a message, there was a statement from a representative of the Sussexes saying that no such invitation has been given, right? There was no invitation. And so that trended for about 48 hours. We all, shook our heads and laughed a bit and everything. And it was very embarrassing for the Clarence House for Charles III, and very embarrassing for the media that that forwarded that false information. Now it seems like it's happened again, and this is just so epic. I mean, you all probably watched the video earlier, but it was a very epic tale. I mean, it involved so many moving parts. One would say to oneself, how could something like that be made up? Well, as we know, it's not beyond the realm of possibilities. I mean, they have lied before, right? So there's no reason to believe that they wouldn't lie again. However, this close, um, after the last biggie, it almost seems like it shouldn't be, well, that it shouldn't be a lie, but you know, obviously it is. Obviously it is. So, let me refresh your tea on exactly what was said. Let me see. I want to do this without playing the video. So, um, let me see. Oh, let me see. How would I do that? Well, where in the world did I find that? Give me a second to work this out. I mean, I know where I need to look, but I'm just not sure that's where I want to start. But yeah, maybe I guess that's the only way. So, oh, I tell you what, do it like that. Okay. That is if they have the courage to keep it on their thing here. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, let me see. Okay, so that was 6 hours ago. Oh, this is an update. Wait. Is this an update? No, okay. Taken at face value, the fact that Prince Harry phoned his father, the king, to wish him a happy 75th birthday would appear to be an unqualified good news. A rapprochement between the two would signal the end of years of hostilities. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me continue down here. Oh yeah, this is like an updated version, I think. I think this is updated. Okay. Let me go back and see if I can find the original because the way this one reads, they're trying to make it out like the Sussexes would only have a conversation to help build their brand. Considering that they are the most popular ones in the family, isn't the need the other way around? Isn't the desperation shoe on the other foot? Okay. Well, okay. Now I'm not finding it. And I used it earlier and now I don't see it. But okay. So here goes. This is the way that, well, let me see. The very vivid. Oh, wait. I should be able to find it. Never mind. Give me just a second here. Ah, there it goes right there. There it is. Whoop, there it is. There it is. Okay. Attach Max says, I have a hard time believing Harry and Meghan would be comfortable sending a video of their children to the people who leaked about them constantly. Yeah, unless they wanted everybody in the world to see it, that would probably. But then again, they were they were FaceTiming with the Queen. They were FaceTiming with Philip. Remember how Harry said Philip, when he was ready to end the conversation, he would just ka-chomp and close the computer? So I wouldn't dismiss that completely. Only because there was the Zoom calls with the Queen and with Philip. So, I wouldn't say that that's impossible. But whether or not the Sussexes would be willing to do it is one thing, but that they would be concerned about a leak, um, that's another thing. You understand? Because I'm just saying, um, when they were Zooming with the Queen, someone else would have had to have set up those Zoom calls. I doubt the Queen would have been fooling around with the computer like that. So any of the courtiers could have intercepted any of the conversations back and forth. So I'm going to have to say with that one, I myself will put a question mark over whether or not that they would feel comfortable doing that. Um, for that reason. Let's see. Dansby says, I say maybe because Harry didn't dispute he talked to him with the mentioning the kids. I wouldn't have, after all he's done to Harry, but Harry and Meghan are forgiving people. Yeah. Um, you know, there's my Royal Sussex voice, and then there's my other voice that's not really meant for mixed company when it comes to these matters. There is that voice that is not really meant for mixed company, okay? So I will say for my other voice, feel free to use your imagination. Um, but then the official Royal Sussex voice says, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. Um, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm wimping out by saying it like that, but I'm just not sure. Um, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because if considering that they just put out that big response, the clapback that was heard around the world, it would take a lot of courage to do something as stupid as that again. But considering the people that we're talking about, um, again, it is possible. Okay, I'm back at my desk. I was not comfortable like that. Uh, let's see. I want to see if I can turn on my other computer now. Oh God, please don't let my computer be dead, please. Ah, please don't let my big computer be dead. Oh my, okay. Let me see. Well, it's not warm to the touch. Um, Let me see. TB says, that's what I said earlier. They need Harry and Meghan more than Harry and Meghan needs them. This story only benefits Charles to leak details. I'll wait for Harry and Meghan to confirm. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. If you don't hear it from them, then you can't really accept it as being true as far as I'm concerned. That to me is the best way to function, is to wait until you hear from them. The Queen and Philip actually love Harry. Charles doesn't love Harry, and it's obvious. I think Harry would speak to his dad if he was sick or something was very important. Other than that, I think so. I don't think so, rather. Okay. All right. So let me go over. Oh, wait, did I miss one? Okay, good. Very good. Wait, I'm not logging into this. How was I looking at it earlier without logging in? This darn thing. All right, well, let me see if I can get around this paywall. Ha! I done it. I have managed to get around the paywall. Okay, so it says here, um, after a lengthy spell during which the two have barely spoken, the chat marked a notable shift in tone, even ending with an agreement to speak again next week. Okay, so that's a very rich detail, if it is a lie. The king also spoke on the phone with Megan. Woo! The king also spoke. See, if you're going to tell a lie, you might as well tell a big lie. So if this is a lie, you might as well tell a big lie. And that just seems like it's a big lie. But woo! That seems like a big one. If you're going to tell a lie, tell a big lie. Don't do it. Do nothing by half. Tell a big lie, right? Don't do anything by halves. Katie V, thank you so much for the super sticker and being a member of Royal Sussex. Speaking of which, did you all like the members only video earlier? It was available later on after 5 p.m. my time, but I never used it before and I wasn't sure how the member only works, so I decided to try it today. And did you all feel all special and privileged and everything? Did you feel executive and top drawer and you know what I'm saying? Did it make you feel good to have that privilege of seeing a video earlier than everybody else? Uh, we'll have to do it again. But yeah, I'm just like, look at me doing this members only video. Yeah, I never used that. I think I may have tried to do it once and I'm not sure it worked out right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that again. That was fun. It felt so secret and covert. I felt naughty for some reason. Uh oh man. Yeah, it felt naughty for some reason. I felt like I was like getting away with something. So we'll have to do that again. All right. So then after that, it says, yeah, oh, Prince Archie 4 and Lilibeth 2 are understood to have recorded a video for them of themselves singing happy birthday to their grandfather, who they have only met on a handful of occasions. Now, see, what do they mean who they have only met on a handful of occasions? Lilibet has actually met Charles ever, ever, but which would have delighted him only on a handful of occasions. So I'm going to say that that sounds very suspect. Archie, okay, maybe once or twice, but Lily, a handful of occasions. How does that make sense? Charles doesn't see any of his grandkids for that well, he rarely sees his grandkids. So, how does that make sense? I ask you. I'm not sure. How does that make sense? I don't think Lily has ever seen him. Yeah, the kings of wishful thinking. I'll get over you. I know I will. Something ship is sinking. I can tell myself I forgot the words because I'm the king of wishful thinking. The king of wishful thinking. Uh oh, you just triggered a song on me. The king of wishful thinking. Okay, let me get back over there again. Okay, in their imaginations, Charles watched the video with Willie, not Willie. Oh God, with Archie and Lily, not Willie and Archie. I was about to say Willie and Larchie with Archie and Lily. Oh, good God. Okay. Woo. All right. My computer is stuck. It's not coming on. All I see is the apple. It is not coming on. Oh my God, my other computer is crashed. Oh, I hate this. I love that computer. Oh well. Let me try not to think about it. Where was I? The first part of the final. Nah, not that. Yeah, I guess I was through. That was it. That was it. So that is the very vivid picture that they have painted of the, I guess, phone call, the alleged phone call. Now, if it's not true, then what is taking so long for them to say it's not true? Now, I would say that if we don't hear anything from them, it's because in a way, they kind of have them over a barrel, if you know what I mean. Because it would sound like a real, you know what I'm saying? It would make the Sussexes seem like the real heavy if they were to say, no, we didn't talk to him on his birthday, because that would make them look bad for not talking to the 75-year-old man on his birthday. You know what I mean? So maybe this is a possible way of coercing them into talking to them next week. Remember how they specified the next week thing? So maybe this is a way of using coercion to get a phone call next week. Otherwise, we're going to leak some more misinformation. You know what I mean? Because, Charles is 75 years old, and every year they're going to start weaponizing his age against Harry. The same way they weaponize Philip's age, they weaponize the Queen's age, where it made it seem like, oh, Harry and Meghan, or why are they giving them such a hard time? The Queen is 94 and Philip's in hospital. And then it was the Queen is 95 and Philip just died. You know what I mean? They will play the pitiful, oh, Charles is 75. How much longer does he have? You better call him next week because he's 75. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not that there was really a phone call, but maybe that was a way for them to put it out there that if you don't call next week, as we said you would, then we're going to start putting the squeeze on you. Huh. I just worked that out in my head just now. Huh. How's that sound to you? Oh, Byline has more info coming out that is damaging to the king and William. Perhaps they have news to on this so-called phone call. Woo! That's interesting. I like that one. I like that. Lola Love said exactly, Baron. They are trying to manipulate Harry to contact them. Then the media will spin that Harry wants to come back home. Yeah, that coming back home thing, they really need to cut that out because Harry is home. Harry's already home. Come to visit, sure, but coming home, no. Harry has a home with 16 bathrooms, a jacuzzi, and room for a pony. Right? He has a home. Was it Harlan Baker? Hello, Baron. Charles needs a distraction from his $50 million hat joke on the Late Show. The Daily Fail needs engagement with Harry and Meghan to pay for that lawsuit. Yeah, you have a point there. You do have a point. It would benefit all of them, I'm sure. Hmm. Okay, well, let me continue. 10 months, and this is from Royal Suitor, by the way. 10 months after King Charles evicted his grandchildren from their family home in the UK, Prince Archie and Princess Lily made him a video singing happy birthday to celebrate his 75th birthday. Charles also spoke to his grandchildren's parents a la Telegraph. Um, mm, mm, you know, I'm still, what's jumping out right now is the thing about they've only seen Charles a handful of times. I'm not sure Lily has ever seen Charlie, ever. And as for Archie, Archie may have seen Charles. Let me see. Okay, Charles saw Archie at the christening, right? Oh, wait, did he go to the christening? I think so, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The christening. And before that, wait, was there before that? I think I think Charles has only ever laid eyes on Archie one time. I cannot think of another time when it would have been possible for Archie and his grandfather to be in the same space at the same time. I can't think of any. Lex says it's pathetic of Tampon. He is doing the same thing when they said Harry was on drugs, then trying to look like the doting father. What a pathetic man. Yeah. So if they would make up something like that, good point. If they would make up something like that, who knows how far they would go. Thank you so much, Lex. Who's to say how far they would go? Hmm. Yep. The doting father. And Charles knew that that wasn't true, and yet he played right along with it. Very interesting. So the Sussex family, uh, oh, I messed up that. It's supposed to be the Sussex family uh, will sing whatever. But you get the joke that I was making. The joke is that the Sussex family was reenacting that scene from the Cosby Show. Remember when they were singing "Party Days"? Well, this is what the this is the image that the Telegraph is painting. We're supposed to picture Archie and Lily and Doria and Megan, all of them lined up singing Party Days while Harry comes down the steps singing, singing like Ray Charles. You know the nighttime party days is the right time party days to feel party days so good. So according to the Telegraph, Archie, Lily, Doria, and Megan was all lined up singing Party Days, just like on the Cosby Show. And Harry coming down the steps, baby. Yeah, exactly. Leslie F. Yeah, that's what Lily would do, baby. Oh, baby. Yep, exactly. Exactly. That is the picture that they were trying to paint, a mental picture of the Sussexes singing Party Days like on the Cosby Show. So when I when I read that, that's the first thing that came to my twisted, weird mind was the Cosby Show and Party Days. I'm like, okay, y'all. Okay. I hear what y'all saying, but really, Lily and Archie did a musical number for Grandpa. I mean, is it Montecito or is it what Austria and the Sound of Music? I mean, they're not. the Van Trump family. They're the Sussex family. They're not singing "The Hills Are Alive" with the Sound of Music. Um, Do a dear. Yes, Archie and Lily. Do a deer, a female deer. Ray, a sunlight from the sun. Me, a name I call myself. See, Grandpapa, we're singing, Grandpapa. Woo! Yep. Leave it to the tabloid media, leave it to the Telegraph to invent something like that. I was just like, all right, now it's one thing to say that there was a phone call, but this idea that they were doing musical numbers, right? Like Archie got out some tap shoes and started doing some river dance or something like that. I mean, come on, come on. Um, I think that they should have quit while they were ahead. It was enough to say that there was a phone call, but to say that Megan did a solo, uh, "Papa, can you hear me?" Yeah, they had Megan singing Yentl, "Papa, can you hear me?" and then Archie and Lily, and then Archie and Lily, they come out singing like the Van Tramp kids from Sound of Music. And then of course it all ended with Party Days. So that was the big production number that they provided for Grandpapa back in Clarence House just for his 75th birthday. So I would have to say at this point, I'm starting to lean toward maybe the phone call didn't happen. Because it's one thing to tell a lie, but something as big as that, you know what I'm saying? That lie is just huge. It's massive. It's massive. You know, you're supposed to stick as close to the truth as possible. But this is the biggest fishtail I've ever heard. Oh wow. Yep. I mean, all they should have said is that there was a phone call, but instead they make it sound like Charles just called up the Osmond family or the Jackson Five. Everybody goes into their musical solo. Wait, my favorite part is when Archie said, "When I had you, you treated me bad." Yeah, that's my favorite part is where Archie started singing that. Yep, Archie just uh, went into a Michael Jackson song for his grandpapa. And of course, the emotional support Camilla. Oh, what on heavens are they singing? Oh, okay. So I let me check the poll again before I move on because they have come up with quite a scenario. I tell you. Okay. So 8% says yes, 81% say no, and 11% says maybe, maybe. Okay, Grandpapa is a turd. Well, you know what you're supposed to do with King Charles the Turd. You just, whenever you got a turd sitting around, you're supposed to flush. Flush. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Yeah, that's maybe that's why they have this big fishtail, is because it's so close to the last correction. Maybe they feel like it would be to their disadvantage to respond again. So maybe that's why they came up with this. It's hard to say. It is so hard to say. Um, you know, it's just like if you're going to make up something, you're not supposed to throw. Yes, yes, Archie playing a little rag piano, right? Exactly. Archie started playing that little rag piano. Yep, going to like a really jazzy version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Woo! Yep, a little rag piano, right? Exactly. Exactly. So, that makes about as much sense as anything I've heard. And we do know Archie can play a mean piano, so why not? If we're gonna just make up stuff, why not? Leg says, what is Stick and British media are blaming Harry for the leak? I'm sorry, not Stick. What is sick? What is sick is that the British media is blaming. You mean the British media is blaming Harry for this? For the birthday call? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. And of course, we all know that nothing could be further from the truth because in Montecito there are no leaks. So, wow. Well, yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised though because it is the British tabloid media, and if they lie about one thing, they'll lie about anything. Dirty foot. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you, I have had my fun with this one. Baby! Sing it, Lily. Baby! Oh, baby. Oh, oh yeah. I've had my fun with that one. As a matter of fact, um, let me see. If you're gonna do all of that, let me see. Let me find it. Let me find it. Um, if you're gonna do all of that, then you have to have Grandpa. Um, you have to have Grandpa come in and accompany them on the guitar, right? You have to have Grandpa sitting over there with his bass guitar. Boom da doom da doom doom boom 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 boom. Yes, if we're gonna just make up stuff, we have to have Charlie Guitar Windsor. We have to have Charlie Guitar Windsor come in there with his solo. I mean, after all, since we're making up stuff, since we're making up stuff, we might as well have old Charlie Guitar Windsor come on in there with his velvet shoes and his purple suit. Gotta have him. Otherwise, it just, that completes this. I'm not even sure what this is, but that completes this. Lex says if you look at the Daily Mail, they said that he didn't call after the Duke leaked that he would call pathetic. The Daily Mail said that? Oh my God. I did not see that. I did not see that. Well, it sounds to me like they're trying to cover now. They're trying to cover their behinds. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow. Wow. So it looks like the backlash is gonna the oh, let's see. A little bit was oh like Nicki Minaj. Woo! Okay. 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 Well, is it a birthday call? Is it a jam session? Is it a BET Awards? I'm not sure what it is. Oh man. Well, it's a good thing that we can have a good laugh. It really is because otherwise we'd have to pay more attention to how disgusting the whole thing is. Yeah, I love the way that the AI image made sure that they kept his fingers abnormally large. Well, his hands. Yeah. As a matter of fact, instead of Charlie Guitar Windsor, it should be Charlie Sausage Finger Windsor. Yeah, Charlie Sausage Finger Windsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Sausage Fingers Windsor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Charlie the Sausage Finger Windsor. Yeah, that's his blues name, Charlie Sausage Fingers Windsor. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it does look painful, doesn't it? It does look painful. That is weird, though. Um, I don't know what that problem is, but mm. Miss S, I'm so glad you made it home safe. Glad to hear that. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Okay, okay. I'm gonna move on, you guys. As much as fun as we're having, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so Prince Harry did not speak to King Charles to wish him happy 75th birthday yesterday. I'm sorry, did Prince Harry speak to King Charles to wish him happy 75th birthday yesterday? So let me see. That one was the I'm looking at the time. So the one on the okay, the one on the right is the older one, I think. 9:27 a.m. and then 4:27 p.m. Is that Eastern time? ET Eastern time? And the one on the right was updated. Oh, it was updated 1631. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Emily Ferguson, same writers, or should I say co conspirators? Same co conspirators. Well, okay. So I guess we should accept that the call likely did not happen. Prince Harry and King Charles are still speaking. There is willingness there exclusive. So this came out at 2 p.m. Eastern time, which means it would have been 11 a.m. for me. There is still a warmth with Harry and Charles, says Omid Scobie, author of the new book, Endgame. Well, I don't know, Omid. I don't know. If I was Omid, I'd try to stay out of this stuff because if he's agreeing and disagreeing with these tabloids, he might mess up the sale of his book like that. Prince Harry and King Charles remain in touch amid a painful rift between the Duke of Sussex and member of the royal families, members, that is. The author Omen Scobie, whose new book Endgame is out on November 28th, tell people exclusively in this week's cover story that the father and son are still speaking. Now, you see there? Now, Omid Scobie says that they're still speaking. Okay? If that doesn't add to the confusion, Omid Scobie is of the opinion that father and son are still speaking. Hmm. Well, you know, I if if there are, you know what, uh, there is some type of communication going on, indirect or indirect. Yeah, direct or indirect. There is some type of communication going on between the households, at the very least. There's got to be something like that. Whether or not they all come singing, walking down the grand staircase, probably not. But there's got to be some communication between the two households. I don't think that there's a possibility that there's absolutely nothing. I mean, Harry had to make arrangements to go to the coronation. So there's some communication somehow. Does not require father and son to speak directly to one another. ah, oh, so Doria was beating the skins, huh? Doria seems more like bongos to me, though. Yeah, Doria seems more like she plays the bongos. I'm just getting that vibe. oh, legs. If Charles took a water pill, it'd be like draining Lake Mead. It would be like it would be like let's say Hoover Dam just completely collapsed. That would be scary if Charles, well, I tell you, he'd have to wear a catheter. He would, because he would be going round the clock. There is more water in those hands than the average family swimming pool, an Olympic sized pool at that. Yeah, there's more water in his two hands than an Olympic class swimming pool. That's a lot of water. That is a lot of water. Let's see. Cupcake and Tiffy's got your world. I didn't need Omid to tell me. Prince Harry said that he loves his brother and father, and he wrote in his book Spare, and is all it is needed. Omid needs to write about his own family. It's in game. Ooh, oof. All right, all right. Sonia says it's fakery. Uh, Yeah, people said that there were a lot of inconsistencies in the oh, what was it? The Finding Freedom. People said there was a lot of inconsistencies there. So he hasn't got a really solid track record. Not that I will hold that against him, only because um if that's the case, all of the royal reporters slash authors shouldn't be able to do what they're doing. So I won't hold that against them. I mean, you're not going to get everything right. But the best way to know exactly what happened is to go with Spare. Spare, I believe. Okay, got a little soundbite for you to show you how broad this I'm not even sure what to call what this is. Maybe I should just call it a lie. Wow, Dansby, member for 5 months. Thank you so much for that. Oh, I can't believe my other computer.
What you have, don't buy the same thing twice.
I cannot believe my other computer is not working. I love that computer. It is just dead. I mean, the Apple is on, but it doesn't do anything else. I'm going to have to get on the phone with the people. See his dad for his 75th.
Please check what you have. Don't buy the same thing twice. Yeah, I do that too many times.
Great project, great work. The King launching that today. There's a really interesting piece, actually, I've just seen on the BBC News website this morning by our royal correspondent, Sean Cochran, saying that after all the discussion about whether Prince Harry would come back, whether he would see his dad for his 75th anniversary, apparently there is a phone call across the Atlantic planned for later today.
Oh,
father and son.
We know that.
We do, apparently.
Yes.
That's going to happen. That's good.
Now, it is 27 minutes past 7. Still to please check what you have. Don't buy the same thing twice. Yeah, I do that too many times.
Great project, great work. The King launching that today. There's a really interesting piece, actually, I've just seen on the BBC News website this morning by our royal correspondent, Sean Cochran, saying that after all the discussion about whether Prince Harry would come back, whether he would see his dad for his 75th anniversary, apparently there is a phone call across the Atlantic planned for later today. Oh, father and son.
We know that.
We do, apparently.
Yes.
That's going to happen. That's good.
You see there, even the co-host, or she has an air of skepticism in that statement. But that was the BBC. That was on the BBC, I guess, morning show. They literally said it on the BBC morning show. Church Nelly is in his house. I can't say it like Snoop Dogg, but in the house. This is exactly why Harry should never contact tampon leaks. That's not gross, tampon leaks. But that's not gross. Let's see. The supposed phone call wasn't even from Harry's spokesman or him. Right. I tell you, either go big or go home, and they decided to go big with this one. I mean, it was rich with details, right down to the musical number by the Sussex Tabernacle Choir. They even had a music number from the Montecito Tabernacle Choir. Woo! Yes, all of the neighbors walked in robes and holding candles like some big church choir somewhere. All of them singing happy birthday to the king. Yep, that was quite some phone call. It had all of the quality of a Oscar-worthy performance. It was like a music number at the Tonys or the Oscars. All of that on a phone call for Charles' 75th birthday. Oh, man. Leave it to the tabloids and their very vivid imagination to come up with something impossible. Yeah, that's the word, impossible. Okay. Okay. That's getting into the spirit of it. Oh man, that would be, I can't say, because if something happens after I said it, but all I'll say is on their next outing, and I'll just say it like that, on their next outing. So right here, Charles and Harry are talking, but it is a reunion bridge too far. God, who writes this stuff? The prince's conversation with the king marks a turning point for the fractured pair, but it will take a lot more to heal the family rift. Taken at face value, The fact that Prince Harry phoned his father, the king, to wish him happy 75th birthday appears to be unqualified good news. So, again, that is one of those Telegraph stories. They said it, and I guess they're sticking to it. Okay. Now, I was asking myself, who in the world would make up something like that? Who would have the caucasity to just sit up there and phone in a fake story, some made up detail, some impossible scenario? Who would have that kind of imagination? And the first thing that came to mind was, hello, is this the Daily Mail? Senior Royal here. Yes, someone whose voice reeks of unfiltered Camel cigarettes. Someone whose husky, aged, uh, gin-soaked voice, whiskey-soaked voice, sounds just like the right kind of person who would phone up one of the tabloids. Hello. Hello. Yeah. I would say if someone did make up a story like that, it would likely have been the emotional support Camilla, if that indeed is what happened. I said hello. Hello. Senior Royal here. So Tampon called Harry and Meghan, Archie and Lily, Sussexes, for their birthday. Well, no, he did not. I don't think so. I don't think there was any calls, because if there was, then of course we would all know about it, because they wouldn't stop talking about it. So since there was no calls from Clarence House, the likelihood that there was a call to Clarence House seems slim to none. Yeah, and for this leak, one has to consider who would benefit from it, and of course that would be Charles. Charles would be the main person to benefit from any such thing. If it was Camilla's suggestion, then to help her fortunes, they would say, oh, Camilla was the one who orchestrated everything. But we all know that didn't happen. So, Senior Royal here. Hello. Hello. I said, hello. Is this blasted thing working? Hello. Senior Royal here. I said, hello. uh, yeah, good point, Lola Love. Harry did tell us in Spare. Harry not only mentioned it in Spare, but he also mentioned it on his television interviews about the massive leaking that has been taken place rather. So yeah, that is something to consider. Thank you very much. And Leg says, you sure Camilla doesn't smoke Marlboro cigarettes? Yeah, that does sound more like an equestrian taste, doesn't it? Yeah, probably the Marlboros. Good point there. Good point. She does look like a Marlboro girl. Yeah, and more masculine than the Marlboro man, right? The Marlboro man could learn how to be a real man from Camilla, um, with those rugged good looks and all. So this is why the tabloid media is dying a slow death. It's these desperate acts that they commit to try to garner clickbait and to sell papers. Unfortunately, they have an ever shrinking audience. And no matter what type of games and tricks and ploys that they try, they're still losing readers. They're losing subscribers. Now, when it comes to trust in the written press, in the year 2022, they went to all of the industrialized nations. Looks like these are Western and Eastern European, Western industrialized nations. Well, I mean, you can see there Norway, Iceland, Switzerland, Albania, the Netherlands, Finland, Denmark, Portugal, Estonia, Sweden, Austria, Luxembourg, Belgium, Germany, Ireland, Czechia, um, Italy, the 27 EU countries, Montenegro, Romania, France, Slovakia, Poland, Malta, Latvia, Greece, Hungary, Lithuania, Spain, Slovenia, Croatia, Turkey, United Kingdom, all the way down there, just above Bulgaria, North Macedonia, Serbia, Cyprus, and Bosnia Herzegovina. So there you go. When it comes to trust in the media, trust in the written press, where is the United Kingdom? All the way down, just above Bulgaria, Macedonia, Serbia, Cyprus, and Bosnia Herzegovina. Wow. That is how little trust there is in the British press. And that is because of the tabloid media to start. And then, of course, it filters over to the mainstream media. Yeah. Norway has the most trusted press, followed by Iceland, Switzerland. Um, is that Albania? The Netherlands? Wow. Go figure. Go figure. Oh, 1960. I hope so. I hope they do fold. It would be a fitting end to that rag. It would be a fitting demise and good riddance. So this is something that I shared some time ago. Basmit Mahmood, and I'm sorry, Bazit Mahmood. Um, he shares the pie charts for the socioeconomic background of journalists. And as you can see, most journalists come from a higher socioeconomic background. Only 16% of the journalists come from the lower socioeconomic background. And when it comes to editors, is 73-27, right? And what's important about this is that people tend to write about things based on their life experience. And if you have grown up and you've gone to public school, meaning, of course, the private schools like Eton, or if you have had a life of privilege, if you are part of that upper class part of the society, and then you decide, I want to be a journalist. Are you going to really write about the things that matter? Or are you going to stick to the status quo? I mean, when you go to a place like Eton teaches you to protect other people that go to Eton. They protect you, they teach you to protect the aristocracy, the royal family, all of that. They make you in their own image. You're not going there to really learn about the world. You're there to learn about Britain and the class system and such. The Lancasters and all that kind of stuff. You're not really there to learn how to help real people. I mean, I doubt if there's any part of the curriculum that is truly teaching the history of Britain from an outsider's perspective. You understand? I'm pretty sure that it is all we save those savages and those people running around in their loincloths. That is the portrayal of the rest of the world, is that it took the Church of England and, of course, the British Navy and the East India Company and all the other companies. They're the ones who brought civility to the rest of the world. That most of the civilizations outdated, the England did not matter. That was not a factor. So I can only imagine the stuff that they're learning. I can only imagine. I'm sure that they learn a lot of science and stuff like that, but I bet you that there's so much bias in the education. And then those people, they go on, some of them, to be world leaders, to work in the cabinet, or they go to the House of Lords, some of them, or to the House of Commons. Wherever they end up, they're taking that nonsense with them. They're taking that very skewed vision of the world with them. So, and what are they going to write about? They're going to write about it from the wrong perspective, as far as I'm concerned. And that is how it happens. That is how you get a Janet, what's her name? Jan Moyer. That's how you get people like that. And Rebecca Brooks. That's how you get those people. Camilla Tominey. That is where they come from. And even if they're not from those circumstances, once you're around those type of people, you're going to be one of them. You may not be of it, but you'll definitely be in it. So support for the royals is falling. With your help, we can abolish the monarchy. So that was a reminder that we got from the Republic people some time ago. I want to say that was probably last year, but still true today. There is a slippage in the public opinion. And you can tell that this was after the Queen passed away, because she's not featured here. They just have Charles, the Duke of York, and the Prince of Wales. So now there is a Disney princess, if I've ever seen one. And thank you to the squatty who posted a image earlier of a Disney princess. Yeah, Megan has the perfect silhouette, the perfect features to be one of those Disney princesses. So if you ever wondered, how would Megan appear if she was one of those Disney princesses? Well, instead of, like, that last movie where it's like, well, you can tell Megan was an inspiration. Well, I don't know where this one comes from, but yeah, there you go. Now you can see exactly what she would look like if she was a Disney character. Now, speaking of characters, Kitty did a Shaping Us today. Yes, she did one of her speeches, and I must admit, she is better than she has ever been. I think she still rushes through. She, is very insecure. She keeps looking down at the paper. She does way too much looking down at her notes. It is distracting how much she looks down. But she's better. She is better. She's not the disaster that she was, but still not smooth. She only has a few words in her, and then she hurries up and get the hell off the stage. So if you look at this article from 2020, all hail future Queen Kate. Duchess of Cambridge appeared regal in her landmark early years speech and kept sentences short and simplistic, to add impact, body language expert claims. No, she kept it short and simplistic because that's all she's capable of, Royal Sussex claims. And then fast forward to today, well, actually, January of 2030, Kate Middleton makes landmark speech to kick off her major new campaign. Well, when did the campaign start? Was it 2020 or was it 2023? When did it start? Because if you ask me, she just keeps starting the same campaign over and over again. Kate Middleton makes landmark speech to kick off her major new campaign. The Princess of Wales gave a speech on importance of children's development before their 5th birthday at a reception in London. Let me translate that for you. All of the money that they've taken in, they are wasting the money making those videos and having these receptions. None of the money is making it to the people who need it the most. All they do is go through an outline of things that other people have said already. It is literally a chance, as they call it, a vanity project for Kate to make her look busy. Because don't forget, keening season is coming up. And then if you take a look here, let's go to the Wayback Machine, shall we? If you take a look over here, you can see where Kate has actually, according to some people's description, plagiarized this young lady from the TED Talk, allegedly. One of Kate's team arriving with copy paste folders of everything Archetypes with Megan, ready to brief creative team for shaping us. Next time, Kate's just let the creative people use their own imaginations. So that was a tweet some time ago, just to remind us exactly where the material is coming from. Let me see. I bet 70-year-old Molly White speech on early years was playing it. Yeah, she probably had one of those earpieces. That explains the rather awkward pauses that she kept taking. And then right here, you can see hearing from teachers and parents helped me understand the need to support children before school. Oh, God. Okay, which led me to the science of our early childhood and the lifelong impact of our physical and mental well-being. Uh-huh. And and oh gosh, it just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it? It just goes from bad to worse. And then, of course, there is the obnoxious hand gestures, the inane, obnoxious hand gestures. Kate isn't a champion of anything. She's not sincere or authentic. She's scripted and stiff. Even her hands are stiff. Don't ask me what she said. She's hard to understand. She's not fit for the role of Princess Diana had. Woof. Now, mind you, this was another old tweet that I just held on to because, well, it was so much shade and I liked it. So I just held on to it. But it was true then, and I'm going to say that it is still true today. Stiff, boring, hard to follow, all of those things. Now, of course, as you know, to be fair, and we are very fair here, to be fair, we did reach out to Kensington Palace for comment. Let's see here.
Obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
From this day and so forth and going forward and things and the members of the family that I met so far has achieved a lot.
Obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
And just like the tabloid media, for a minute there, I kind of felt sorry for her until she said the members of this family that have achieved a lot. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's what she said. She said what she said. This day and going forward, and and so far the members of the family that I've met and so forth have achieved a lot. Woo! Obviously.
Obviously, it'd be. I would love to have met her, and she's obviously she's an inspirational woman to look up to. Obviously, to this day, and going forward and things. It is. It's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and very inspirational. So yeah, I do.
Members that I have met have achieved a lot. Oh God. Well, if that's what we're working with, then that's what we're working with. Not much you can do about it at this point. Now, I just wanted to point out to you, there is the balcony on the Troop in the Colors, Buckingham Palace. That was 2018. Fast forward to 2019, a very, actually, I think Meghan had already given birth at this point, right? Anyway, there they are, the following year, 2019. Meghan makes her second appearance on the Troop in the Color balcony. And there's something that resembles a family. And of course, then the Sussexes made the great escape. I mean, they got the HE double hockey stick out of there. They made the great escape. They got away from it all. They headed for the hills. Good idea, because otherwise, if you stay, well, you know what happens when you stay. So they got out of there. And what's left is boring. Boring. I mean, just absolutely boring. So boring. And oh, by the way, it's kind of boring, but that's what's left. That's the royal family. And I almost hate to say the words because I hate those words, but here we go. That's Charles' idea of a slimmed down monarchy, right? Together. Slimmed down monarchy. One more time. Slimmed down monarchy. Now, it took Princess Anne to say what everybody else was thinking. I don't like it. It ain't gonna work. But my job is to support my brother. Is nothing changes. We just shift our support from over there to over here. That's it. She has no other job. Now, take a look at the last troop in the colors. That is the slimmed down monarchy. Wow. Wow. And what's so stupid? What's so stupid? You know, it's one of those things where you say, Lord, save these people from themselves. Take a look through the archway, and you can see there is family inside of the, what do you call it? The courtyard, the quadrangle, whatever you want to call it. There's other family members on the balcony back there. They weren't welcome to come up front, so they stayed in the rear, looking up at the flyover. They are all the way back there observing the flyover. And I cannot tell you how stupid that is, only because you're getting more money from the public, but you're working with fewer people. That's what's so crazy about it. You're getting more money from the public, and yet there's fewer people. At least if there were more people, it would make sense. But it doesn't make sense. You got everybody back there off the kitchen, like to help, and the handful of people you got left, and just for fun, what would it look like if the Sussexes were there? They would probably be all the way over to the left side, backed in the corner over there, away from the rest of them, I'm sure. But wow, 12 adults, no, what is it? 11 adults and 3 children. That's the slim down monarchy. Good luck, Charles. You're going to need it. That is the slim down monarchy. And there's a couple of people, they call the Duke of Kent, one of the people on the Twitter, they call him Shufflefoot. Shufflefoot wasn't at the Troop in the Colors. He was having mobility issues. The last time I heard somebody say mobility issues, you know when that was, right? That was the last time I heard mobility issues. That was when the Queen couldn't make it to Troop in the Colors. So they are going to be down another royal very soon. That was the last time I heard mobility issue. So it ain't looking good for them. It ain't looking good. What Charles really meant to say, I'm sorry, what Charles really means when he says slim down monarchy is no black folks in the monarchy, therefore is slim down. Woo! Yep. There you go. There you go. Like that actress from the oh gosh, what was it? Bridgerton, the Bridgerton actress, she said, well, and we come out here to this very white balcony. It looks rather white. You go from the racial harmony, if you will, of the Westminster Abbey, filled with people of every color, and then you get to the balcony, and that's what you have. It is rather sad because it didn't have to be that way. Yes, that was the Duke of Kent that time when they went in and left him out there on the balcony. Practically closed the door in his face. Exactly. That's the guy, the Duke of Kent. They seemed like they slammed the door in his face. He had to hurry up. Everybody else had went in, and nobody made sure that Shufflefoot was inside. If you're referring to the other balcony, I want to say Zara and that troop. Yeah, must be Zara and Tyndall and I don't know. I don't know. Very weird though. Very weird. That's the troop in the colors, and it is it's a shadow of what it used to be, without any real explanation. Just a shadow of what it used to be. And for the few people that's on that second balcony back there, imagine how many more people just couldn't be bothered, and they didn't even want to do the other balcony. If we're not going to be up front, I don't want to bother. Yeah. Yep. I can't make out their faces. I don't recall, but interesting. A bunch of Kents on the kitchen balcony. Okay. Thank you, Hazel Jones. Wow. Okay. No, I don't think I don't believe that was Beatrice and Eugenie. I really don't believe that was them. I have seen the faces before, but I'm reasonably sure that's not them. I don't think so. I don't even think they were in the parade, because if they have been in the parade before, but if they were in the parade, then they should have been. And you notice the Duke of York is not on the balcony. You notice that? The Duke of York didn't have a role, and he wasn't on the balcony either. So if the Duke of York couldn't be there, I'm pretty sure they decided not to bother. I mean, they're not being paid, so I don't believe Charles can compel them to come, and they might feel a certain way because of their father. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, let me see. This is a cartoon. I think it kind of depicts His Majesty right now. Madness. More. Oh, God, Camilla, this is madness. More houses needed. It's hard enough to choose which one to live in as it is. So, and he, as you can see, he has a book next to him called One's Palace. But I love this cartoon. I love this. So, just in case you don't get it, he's reading about the shortage of affordable housing and that there's a need for more housing. And as you see it from his perspective, it's hard enough to live in the houses we have now. What do you mean, more houses? And oh, yeah, I guess I am through. That was the last slide. That was the last slide, you guys. Yeah, I told you we wouldn't be on long today, although it's still almost 2 hours. But that was the last slide. Thank you all very much for coming. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on that late. I want to see if I can fix that other computer before I go to bed. I'm so sick about that. I need that computer. I got stuff on that computer I need. Yeah. I mean, I have the cloud, but not everything carries over. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I want my computer. I just had a scary thought. What if this one goes out? Great Scots. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you all for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. Church Nellie, thank you so much for checking in to let us know you're okay. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Anastasia, for covering for Church Nellie. Church Nellie, Anastasia has some of your powers now, just in case the hours were a strain on you. So, what else? And thank you all for your very thoughtful and generous contributions. It's because of you I have a second computer. So let me read the list of thank yous. Miss D. Bernard for 18 months. Joanna Hong for the super sticker. Elaine Parker super sticker. Super chat from Lydia Washington, Leslie F, KDV, super sticker. Legs for the various super chats. Dan Speed, thank you for the 5 months membership, right? And I think that's it. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Thank you, KDV, in case I missed you. But yes, thank you all very much for supporting Royal Sussex. And with that, I'm going to look for the last word of the day, which let me see. I like it. Teresa McDougall says, good night, good morning, everyone, and farewell until we meet again. Perfect. All right, perfect. Sounds like a closing to me. And let me see here. Okay, wait for it. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, let me try it again. Huh, that's not it. Let's see, 15, 14. I need 14. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, and good night to our queens. Perfection. I know. I got to get that other computer working. I'm pretty sure they want me to do something with the keys, like hold this key and that key. And I'm going to try the YouTube fix first and see if the somebody on YouTube can tell me how to restart it. But yeah, all I see is the Apple is not doing anything, which is shocking. This has been a very, very reliable PC. 2016, so 7 years. Yeah, 7 years of service. Not bad. 7 years of service. Oh, yeah, to a specialist, right? That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Well, it's such a convenient computer for me because it has that big screen, but it might be time to get another one. I mean, the technology is kind of dated. And I mean, this computer was very, 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 very expensive. It's the 17-inch iMac, the tabletop iMac. And I did save a little money when I bought it because they kept me waiting at Best Buy, right? And I said, wait a minute, there's a thing over there that says this computer is on sale this week. See what they get for making me stand around? And he said, oh, okay. Well, actually, I saw online it said it was on sale, but it wasn't marked on the thing. You know how they want to get you in there with the old okey doke. So they had to cut the price down about $200 for me. But it's an Apple. It just works. When it works, it works. But you know, I have put that computer through its paces. So as you know, all of the software that I'm using to make videos and such probably put a strain on it. So I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Plus, I got this computer. I get used to the smaller screen. Dansby, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex and being a member of Royal Sussex. Yeah, well, I have the iCloud, so all of my photos and everything are here. So it's not the great disaster that it seems to be. Then of course, everything like works seamlessly from phone to computer to the other computer. So most of the stuff is there. But I think the only thing that I would lose permanently is maybe some of the videos that I made in the past, but you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. After a while, I won't even remember what's not there anymore. But I do want to save it if I can. So, but yeah, most of what I have is in the cloud. So, and I've been using the cloud for about 10 years, maybe. So that's pretty safe. But thank you so much. All right. Oh, let me take that away. We are good. All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. And wish me luck with the old PC. But I think it's time to get a new one. But we'll, you know, we got to fix it at least once, especially since Petal always fixes her computer. I'm going to fix my computer. I'm not just going to give in to one setback, right? Right. We're tougher than that. We're made of tougher things. Exactly. All right. I'm just kidding. I'm weak as water. I want my computer. I ain't that tough. I ain't that tough. I want my computer. That was a nice performance I put on, but I want my computer. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Love you guys. Good night. See you tomorrow. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex.